Hello, everyone.
Good evening.
Welcome to Piccadilly Stamping.
Welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
You started and then you stopped. I can tell you got busy here.
Well, I was trying to make sure we were live.
Are we? I can't.
We are live.
I'm trying to get it up on the
On the Jumbotron? All right.
for you so you can see, and then I'll go in here and try to get it on the laptop. So you say hello if anyone comes in.
Got one person in. Me.
Are you the only one
Nope,
in
there's
here?
4.
Oh. Okay. So.
Hi, Lori. Hi, France. Hi, Jackie.
France and Jackie, I got your cards. All of your cards, France. They came on different days, but I got them.
Hi, Beth Ann. Cindy.
Oh, hi, Beth Ann. Cindy! Woohoo!
Thanks
Okay.
for the birthday.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys have been so wonderful.
Yeah, thanks for all the birthday greetings today.
Yes, we really love it. And just so you know, I did promise virtual cake. So we have a Scooby snack for Bill. This is, we have a cupcakery around here. It's called Scratch. So anybody local knows what that is. And this is their loaded peanut butter cup. And Bill absolutely loves chocolate. He is a chocoholic. So you guys can enjoy it too.
Peanut butter tonight.
Yeah. And this isn't the only one that he's got.
Yeah.
Actually, my daughter came over.
Oh, she made some awesome brownies.
She made him, what was it again? A bourbon pecan.
Bourbon pecan, dark chocolate.
Coffee brownie.
brownie.
Something like that. I mean, it was like really like gourmet stuff. And I thought we were just going to fall over with it. So, FYI, this will be the last time this week that I will be broadcasting live. Unless we do from on stage, Bill. I don't know.
Can maybe think of something.
Yeah, maybe we will, but it won't be for a demonstration. It'll just to be showing the fun and the festivities. So, if it's allowed, I don't know if it's allowed, so let me say that. But we will be going to on stage, and Bill will be coming with me. I'm
That's
so
right.
excited. However, he
I don't
plans.
Get to go into the place.
So the Saturday that we go in, well, Friday night when I go in, or even Saturday when I go in, Bill's going and watching football. So
That's right.
he's going to enjoy the peace of not having to let the dog out during the game. But so I'm not going to be going live. There will be no parfait this week. And for my VIP group, there'll be nothing on Monday because I'll be coming back and I'll probably need a day to like recoup. So, but I will be back then next week. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. Bill will be doing most of the driving for us. I'll be going with Kristen. I don't know if Kristen's on here.
I haven't seen her.
But, so I wanted to let you guys know that. Be sure to like and follow us. And Bill will be driving, and then you and I will be doing, right? We'll be trying to keep you awake, right?
That's right. You guys
We'll be giggling.
Yeah, they won't let me fall asleep. I'll be driving.
And on the way back, we're going to be boring the heck out of him with stamping stuff, I'm sure. So I'm really excited to see next year's catalog. So we're going to do things just a little bit different tonight. We're going to start off with our drawing from last week. And last week, we made these beautiful shaker cards. Isn't this just gorgeous? I just love it. These are little birthday cards. And we did a different flower on each one, and I don't know which one I like the best. Yeah, there wasn't as many. So when you share a video, so we're going to do the drawing for last week now, and when you share this video today, your name will go into next week's drawing. So do you want to hand me the bag? So share if you want to get into next week's drawing. So I'm shaking them up a little bit. Okay, you want to draw?
Sure.
Draw
Okay. Ooh, I got 2 of them. Vicky Shriver?
Vicky! Woohoo! I I don't know if I have your address or not. So will you message me here on Facebook, and I will get this sent out to you. I am going to put a light cardboard over this when I send it so that it doesn't get caught through the mailing system, so that that comes to you nice and fresh.
Jax. Who's Jax?
What? Oh, Jax. I had a lot of names to write down kind of quickly. Jackie Johnson! I used my nickname for but this is Jackie Johnson. You won the other one. So thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Vicky, for sharing my video. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's just jump into it. I'm going to do, well, I have been doing a lot with the new bundle, the frame florets that have just been released, and I am going to use one die cut from this. So I cut out one of the ovals from the smaller of the two, and I wanted to use that oval, but that's all I'm using it for. I'm going to break out and do another set since I've done so many with that. So this time I'm going to use the Merriest Moments. Now this is, the dies are the Merriest frame dies. So you can get them. I don't know if this is in a bundle or not. I can't remember. I don't think it is anymore because this was from last year, but I'm not going to use the dies on this card. I've got kind of a fun little card. Hopefully I can do well at explaining it, but we're going to be using the small poinsettia, the small leaf, and then this sentiment, and that's all we're going to be using from this set for this card. This is such a fun set. So let me pull it in, and then
looks pretty.
Yeah, he can like see the card. Paper. And then I'm going to be using one more thing, and this is the basic borders dies. And I'm using this mostly. Let me get this pack out. And there, it's going to get stuck right in my cellophane, wouldn't you know it?
Too wide.
So I'm mostly using it. We have this stitch die that has like a point on it here. I'm going to use it for just this one die, but I'm going to show you a tip to get this lined up because I'm going to be using it with multiple layers. So let's start off, and actually I'm going to put these there if you don't bump them.
I won't.
And I took a piece of DSP, and of course I don't have the name with it when I need it. One of my sister demonstrators on here, what is the name of this DSP for everyone? Will you let them know? Because I don't have my name thing in it. But I have a piece of this DSP, and they will get the name. They're so awesome about that. Thank you, guys. And I want to cut this down to 3 and, let's see, 3/4. So it's just a hair long. And I'm starting this card just a little bit different. And because I'm going to be doing a lot of cutting, and I'm going to try to be really careful not to bump the camera on this one as much, and not move the die cut machine to show you this, because I think it's going to blur the camera vision. And then I'm going to cut it at 3 1/4. So we're just going to cut this down. Okay, so this piece we're going to use. Actually, while I'm here, I want to I have the card base, and while I have this here, this is Real Red. Thank you, Bill.
Real Red.
It is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and I just want to score this in half at 5 1/2. And I want to score this ahead of time. Sometimes, you know, if you're making cuts or whatever, you cut and then you score, but I'm going to score this ahead of time. Okay, so I think I've taught this a couple of times, but now I can't remember because we went live. No, when you score in, you want to follow that crease in that divot, and that gives you less creases on this side of the cardstock. Okay, so let's start there. I'm going to put this aside for a minute because I want to talk about this particular piece of DSP. So for this particular project, I want you to use a grid paper. You can use, I find we have them for the Stamparatus, the 6x6, that'll work. We have them, like this is an old style one. We have the big white ones, but a grid paper is the best way to line this die up. And I'm going to explain this. I want to do multiple layers with this die, and so if I slap it on and go through, and I think that looks like even, and then it's not even, you're going to get one layer this way, one layer this way, one layer this way, or wonky, or a little bit longer. So this is what I want you to do, is use grid paper. And for those of you who are in a different country, I'm sorry, I can help you in imperial measurements.
Only.
Yeah, I'm not a metrics fan, so but put it on your grid paper. And let's do a little counting on our grid paper. So 3 in, 3 in, 3 in, 3 in, and then there's 3 left. So we know that the point of this is gonna go right in the middle of that, of the 3 dies. So I'm gonna point that on there, and I'll take my hands away for a minute. Okay, now you got the grid going up. These are done in centimeters, so I've got 3 centimeters, and then I'm through the middle of the 4th one, and this one I've got 3 centimeters, and this side is a little down. So when you have that paper with that middle, you can take this to make them match, so they're going through the same way. Be very careful, because this will move on you, so get it kind of lined up, and then you're going to need some washi tape.
Oh, they love the tip. They're loving the tips.
Yeah, the tips are, this card is not that difficult. It's the tips that I'm really trying to teach you more than anything. So let me make sure I've got that lined up in the middle. I've got this one and this one. And that side can go up just a hair, so it matches. Now if you move, take a look and see. It did move a little bit. Okay, now instead of bringing that die cut machine in here, I'm just going to run it through really quick. Bill has a...
Oh yeah, there you go. Right through there.
It did. Like butter, right?
Like butter.
So, now when I take this off, so what I'm left with is this image. So you can see lined up in here, this is in the middle then. And it may just be a little bit skewed, but if you don't do anything to line it up, it's wonky. So let's do that again.
What die is that?
This is from...
The edges, isn't it?
Yeah, the, what are the borders? It's Basic Borders dies. So it is from there. So we're going to bring that back in off of our... Well, actually, I'm going to set that aside, the washi tape, because I can reuse it.
The other layers, aren't you?
I'm going to do the next layer. So if this one was up 3, I need to take this piece. This is cut at 4 inches now, and I will get these measurements out before I leave on stage. So I'll put it out on my blog. I may even work on it tonight. This is 4 inches across by 3.5. Okay, so let's do the same thing. I want about a 1/4 inch border on here. I want this to come up to the top, and I want about a 1/4 inch border. So I know that if I do that, I'm going to, just with the squares, I need the 3 centimeters that I had, then I had that half one. If I go up one more half, so let's count it off again. So 3, 6, 3, 6, and then this is the middle, so line it up in the middle, okay? And I know there's a 3, so that's what I had last time, so I need to go up 1 more centimeter. So when I put this on, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and that one through there. You can do it with a ruler. I'm telling you, the grid paper is your friend. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've tried it.
It'd be easier with the grid paper.
Several different ways. Now, I'm going to run this one
Run that through.
Yep. Okay.
Yep, she's cranking it through. Oh. Crank, 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 crank.
Bill, what is the sound effect for? So now my piece is going to look like this, and I can bring these pieces back. Okay, so now when I line this up, don't worry about the sides. worry about this, okay? I've got a 1/4 inch little depth in there. So we can go ahead and actually, let's see, I'll use this one. Ooh, that was ready to come out.
Yes, it was.
I didn't even...
Almost built it.
I almost hooked it, didn't I? By the way, is Jean Shoot on here?
She is. She says it's rainy and snowy up there.
You keep it, Jean. You keep it. No, I just had to mention that the Bigfoot happy birthday.
That was awesome.
Oh, that was so funny for my Squatch. Okay, so I'm going to see how I have this matching up at the top. Okay, let's set that aside. I just moved it as I went to set it aside. Okay, now the next piece, we're going to do the same thing. So this is our card base. So we're doing exactly the same thing. We're lining it up. So I know I can go 6 here.
How long was your card base?
This is 11 inches long, okay. Scored at 5. Yeah, so okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't answer a math question when I'm trying to count, Bill. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now this one's a little bit wider. So here's the middle. So there's the middle. If I line it up, I've got it in the middle because this is 4 1/4. The white was 4, and then this was 3 3/4, okay? But I need it to be up taller. I want this to be kind of, it's not, I guess it's not really a fun fold. So I want to raise this about 8 centimeters or 2 inches. So let's count that off, keeping my finger in that middle one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it needs to come here, and now I want to make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it, look, I actually have that really well. So we'll run this one through. Just a minute, I'll be right back. Oh, I didn't bring it.
Oh, you didn't bring it back.
I didn't. Okay.
Crank, 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 crank.
I'm doing it. Give me a minute. I'm an old woman. Okay, so let me take these off. And now, throw that away. Okay, so now I have that edge. Isn't that great? Let's take that and glue this down to that edge. And this green glue really gives me, I know some people hate it, but for me, I am not very good at lining up. However, on this piece, what's really great is put it on as close to the bottom as you can, and then
turn it upside down.
Yep, hold it like that. Okay, so now I just have this really fun opening. It's not really a fun fold, but I have this really fun.
It's a cool fold.
It's a. I just have a really fun. Can you put that in that
sure
for me so I don't lose it?
Be quiet over here.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. They love you. It's his birthday. He can say anything he wants to, right? Okay, so let me pull out my
flip card.
Yes, and I want to use Garden Green and Real Red, I believe. And let's pull this out. Where's my stamps here? And I have them already loaded on the blocks for you guys. So let's take this, and this is going to be the inside of my card. But obviously, because I have this neat little fold, it has an area down here that can be seen. So I want to embellish that, right? Because that's what we do as stampers and crafters. We love to embellish stuff. So
Speaking
I want...
of crafting.
Yeah?
I crafted today.
Well, say it loud. If you're going to say it,
Okay.
say it loud.
I crafted today. I crafted some smoked meat.
Yes, he did. If you didn't hear him, he said he crafted some smoked meat, and he's super proud of it, and it was absolutely delicious. And I was supposed to cook for him on his birthday, and that's what he wanted. He got a smoker for his birthday, and that's what he wanted. So let's talk about this. The poinsettia is gorgeous, right? You know what?
That's right. People love that.
Actually, I want to do something. I'm going to grab out of here this little piece here on the poinsettia piece. I want to have the middle of this, so I need a small block. I thought I had them loaded. What was I thinking? So I normally kind of sign my name over here, and I don't care if that's showing so much. I want to leave a little room for my sentiment of what I'm going to say. So I'm going to stamp on this side, and I want to determine how I want, that's how I want it to look. So I'm going to stamp this, and because this is photopolymer, I find this $5 for the Stampin' Pierce mat. I find if you put that underneath, you get a better result on a photopolymer stamp. So let me just do a practice one, perfect, in Real Red. I'm going to do full strength, and I'm going to put this right in the corner. Lovely. Okay. And then I'm going to leave that out because I'm going to use it again. I have this little leaf, and I'm going to practice again right here. Okay. Yep. So I'm going to stamp one in full strength, and then I will stamp it again and get half strength. Oops, except for that had a little line in it, so you have to stamp it off and then do it again. See, it leaves a little line on there. Well, I'll do it here and I'll show you on this one. That little line in there where the paper was, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to stamp it off again and then stamp it. And maybe I'll do this one up here. And like that. Okay? So you just have a little bit of a decoration there. And again, this was Real Red and Garden Green. So I'm going to set that aside. Then I'm going to pull out, I want kind of a yellowy green because that's what's in the paper here. So let me see. Should I use, let's see what Old Olive looks like. Maybe I should go, so we're just going to do just a little bit. Well, that looks pretty dark, so we're not doing that. How about, let's see what Pear Pizzazz does. Not my favorite. I'd have liked to have done black or something, but just for the stamen in there, so it matches the paper, I'm going to use, this was Pear Pizzazz. Could have done it. I just was trying to match the paper, I guess. Yeah, you can do whatever you want to on your own. So I'm going to set this aside for a second. And then I'm going to bring in that oval that I told you that's from those new framed florets. This is the inside of it, and I'm using the smallest one. And I'm going to use Real Red again because I'm going to stamp that sentiment right on here. I always like to do a test run. And because this is white on white, I couldn't see it very well, so let me ink it again. And ta-da! Okay, so that's our little stamping portion. Now let's add this and make our card. So I want to start off, and I'm going to just add this to the bottom of the card. So who here thinks that they will copy this idea and make some cards? It doesn't have to be Christmas. I just chose Christmas, but make some of these cards. Let Bill know. He's watching. He'll let me know if you think you would try this kind of a type of card. Okay, so now I've got that on there. Now while I have that, before I do anything else, I'm going to bring in, gold always looks so pretty with red during the holidays, and this is the satin edged 3/8 inch ribbon. There is 10 yards of this. This would be pretty to wrap packages. It is gorgeous. Let me see if I can just stop a minute for you to see. My hands are wiggling. There you go. It is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to take a bunch of this off of here.
A bunch of people are going to do it.
You're going to do it? Oh, wow. I love it. Yeah, try it. I mean, just remember that whole thing about counting. I did try to do measurements, and if you're really good with that, that's great. I'm not. I need that visual, I guess. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull just a piece here out that I can cut off. And I'm going to tie this around, and I can either make a bow or not. And I think, because I want this up kind of high, I think I may just make a knot. Okay, so once I get it like that, then I'm just going to cut the flagged ends here, my little trash bin, and try to get them to kind of lay down. And then I'm going to move that up. I love this DSP. It is so pretty. And I may even try to curl these down just a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we're starting there. Let's take some dimensionals. This is where I get kind of creative. See, I told you this card really wasn't hard. It's just something different, something, you know.
Well, new technique.
Yeah, well, technique. I wouldn't even say it's a technique. It was just kind of what I found that worked for me.
Tips.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. Okay, so let's put this image right down on here. I'm going to kind of center it in there. I think it's just really cute. How about if I center it straight? Would that be probably a little better? Okay, now I guess I'm using two things from that. I'm going to use the brand new gold adhesive back swirls because
really? Again?
They're so pretty. They're so pretty. What happened to my...
Take my pick tool?
Yeah, where's my take your pick tool?
It's in the thing. Right by your bone folder.
Oh, there it is. I couldn't see it. Okay. Take my pick... Take my pick tool. Take your pick tool, I think is what it's called. Take your pick tool. And let's just see here. I think I'll do one on here. We'll do two up there and then one below. Over here. Now, I'm going to show you the other one. Now, these will be the cards that we will, if you share my video, these will be given away next week in the drawing. Okay, so that's it. So, and you know what would be really cute is if you did an envelope and you just stamped the back of the envelope. That would be so adorable to go with it. Don't you think that's just adorable? I think that's great. This is one of those things that I call my love notes because it's not as, there's not as much writing space in there, but there's enough to, you know, say Merry Christmas, or if it's not a Christmas card, you know, this is thinking of you this festive season. You can just write a little personal note and sign it. But I think it's so adorable. Now, I have another one here, and I have the bow going the other direction. And this one came out a little longer. It just depends on how far you want to try the, you know, I did an extra centimeter on this one. So centimeter high, but still very, very cute. So let me know what you think if you're gonna do this. Now, I do have a couple of things that I need to tell you about, and I saved it for the end this time because we're gonna do the drawings at first. That way the people who don't want to watch these don't have to. I have a game night coming up where we're gonna do...
You betcha.
Bill's really excited about this.
It's a week from Saturday.
When we get back that next weekend, the following weekend. So it's November 19th. Here's the deal. It's $38.30. You're going to get a mystery stamping and 3 games of Pingo with this, which is going to be great because that is going to be at least 4 prizes that are given away. But I have a little bit extra on here. This one I'm doing a little bit, the mystery stamping will be the night before. I'm going to set out those clues the day before so that you guys have time enough to make a card. Anybody who posts in that group will be their name put in for a drawing. So we'll start that off right away when you come to game night. Then we're going to have 3 live demonstrations, but Bill let the cat out of the bag. He's going to be doing one also, so really it'll be 4. And you're going to be getting all the pre-cut card stock to these demonstrations. I have dies, a bundle, and a stamp set to give away. Everything needs to be paid. You need to be signed up and paid by the 17th at noon. And since I'm going away this weekend, I will try to get back to it as soon as possible. I will be checking from Indianapolis when those come in, but I will put a link for you to sign up for that. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a rewards program and I have a stamp pack program. I don't always have stamp packs, and when I have extras, I just fill them in when people meet the minimum. But right now, I do have a $70 minimum. You get a stamp pack of these cards that you can make. You put any sentiment you want with it, but there'll be instructions with it. They're very pretty easy to do. So I have that. I have a special while I'm gone. If you're going to go to 70, maybe you want to go to 99. After 99, before taxes and shipping, of course, using my host code, I'm going to send you one of the craft ink pads with the refill. So that's my gift to you for placing a $99 order using my host code. Now, I added something to it kind of at the last minute. I just didn't get my graphic updated, but I'm going to give you the choice between that or a D block. One of our D blocks.
2 prizes.
Well, no, they get a choice of 1.
But 2 to choose from.
Yeah, 2 to choose from. Now, if you don't have our blocks, I want to say I've had other companies. I'm not going to bash anyone. I just love these. They've got a perfect little finger grip on all sides, no matter how you use it. And I'm sitting here right now. You saw the ones that I have used. Here's 3 more that I don't have used. So I like the D block specifically because it fits most of our stamps. So I thought it was kind of a good deal. In fact, here's another one that I have that I used tonight. So that's a choice and an option for you. I also have perks rewards. So when you do purchase $70, you get at least 2, but if you purchase $35, you're at least going to get 1 reward. So I've got kind of 3 different levels. I know that's kind of confusing. The big thing is to know that you get automatically enrolled into my perks program after a $35 purchase. You do need to use my host code to get in on that. If you purchase over $150, though, I want you to not use that host code. I want you to collect those host rewards, and you still earn my perks and usually a stamp pack. And on this time, you can earn one of these choices. Be aware that if you order tonight, because this starts tonight, if you order tonight, be aware that that I want you to know that I won't be able to order your stuff in and have it shipped out like right away. When I get back, I will collect all that. I will order it from the company, and then I will send it your direction. So, and those of you who are waiting on stamp packs and stuff from me now, hopefully my order comes in tomorrow for the freebie of these gems that you earned for your purchases. And so I'm hoping to get those shipped out before I leave. So that was a lot. But you guys have a great week. I will be back here next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And I thank you so much for letting me share my passion of stamping with you. Take care, everyone.
Good night.
Bye-bye.